Dear Diamonds and fellow Diamonds in the rough, there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of hate against Wuthering Waves in the streets right now. And I would like to tackle and see what's happening and bring you guys a total breakdown of what's being said, what's happening, and basically just debunk the shit, right? Now, without further ado, let's just quickly jump right into it. This is coming from a Ravy, I think she's called. So basically what they said is Wuthering Waves might intentionally dox you, so I have to warn people. Okay, so dox you, if you don't know what that is basically putting your information out there on the internet. Like, your privacy is basically out on the open. Like, that's it. Your computer is gonna say and tell everybody what the fuck you're doing in your computer, okay? Seemingly, there are places where it saves a screenshot, and the place where the screenshot is placed will appear on your OBS and show your whole address of where your files are. Please be careful. Now, if I'm to understand this correctly, your whole address of where your files are. So as in, like, it will detect your IP and let them know your location because of this file. Now, it is no secret. I will be releasing a video soon about this, but there is no secret that a lot of these games, basically, especially Chinese games, they typically spy on you, okay? Like what's happening with TikTok, and you hear about it getting banned. Like, there's a lot of back and forth when it comes to Chinese apps. And this is not surprising if it is true, at the least. Like, as long as it's not public knowledge. Let's face it, if you have TikTok on your phone, China is with you, observing you. All right, so for me personally, this is a big nothing burger. Is the file path, not the IP. Also, that's just the file path, that's it. So why does it matter? Why does it matter if that's not the IP? Okay, so if it's not the IP, what the fuck is this? It's pointless as fuck. Yeah, this is a huge nothing burger that, excuse my mistake, then it doesn't even get your IP address. It gets just the file path of where your file is saved up. It's like, it's not even my corn. Like, why are you letting people know where I save my screenshot in fucking Wuthering Waves? Like, what does that even matter? So as you see, this was a nothing burger made to stir up controversy, and probably because there is a lot of controversy which we're about to tackle. Now, the CN, our Chinese brothers and sisters, are reportedly having a perspective into how disastrously Wuthering Waves has been received in China that prompted the compensation. Now, we all know that Wuthering Waves made a lot of effort towards us, the players, in the compensation of, you know, the launch not being as good as we wanted it to be. I still believe it's a great launch. Like I said before, I mean, I did a little bit of rage baiting there in the thumbnail and all that stuff, but in the end, I do believe and stand by what I said. If those issues didn't happen, it wouldn't have shown us that Kuro Games is very receptive to feedback, very reactive, and most importantly, are willing to compensate us in ways we didn't even think were possible. Now, apparently, it's because of just how bad it was received in China. For us, I feel like, and globally, I feel like we received it pretty well. There's a minority that obviously had issues with the game, but for the majority of us, the game is well received, and we have numbers to show that, yes, the game was well received. We're about to get on that later. So, any sane person should at least admit that Wuthering Waves had a disastrous launch. I disagree. I totally disagree. If it wasn't for the hiccup, I would call it a hiccup, a speed bump in the road. This is, I feel like, the best analogy for Wuthering Waves right now. We're in a car. Wuthering Waves, Kuro Games are the drivers. We just hit a speed bump. They managed that speed bump well. It puts me at ease for the road ahead. Yeah, I could let them take the wheel. Sure. That's literally it, man. So I wouldn't call it a disastrous launch. I would call it a not perfect launch, obviously. Even if your experience is fluid, it is not representative of tens of thousands of people having suffering like issues like me. Yes, we do feel sorry for you. A massive salute for you guys, man. We appreciate the sacrifice and the hit you guys took for us to have a better quality game. All right, we really do. We really do. And we would love for you guys to be happy for us. You know what I mean? Well, just how bad can it get? We all know that CN Genshin players are now mass exiting Wuthering Waves and returning to Genshin. I want to tackle on that. Where are these people? Okay, if someone can't log into wuwa, yes, they will move back to Genshin because ain't shit they can do. But for people that have the options, I don't think I heard someone that can play wuwa hearing about this and going, oh, they did that shit. Okay, well, let me click off wuwa. because some people can't play wuwa. Well, let me click off wuwa as well, even though I can play it and go back to Genshin. Like that didn't happen. So for people that can't play wuwa, yes, it would make a lot of sense for them to go to Genshin. But once wuwa starts working for them, that's where the true challenge and true competition starts, in my opinion. But which it will happen, just give it time. The king of Genshin in Velocity is playing wuwa. Yeah, if the slime is playing wuwa, it shows that for people that can't play wuwa, they'll play wuwa rather than Genshin, 100%. Easy, just buy a better device, peasants. Also, that's also something I would love to point out. Okay, if you can't afford a new device to better use these games, I'm sorry, but that sounds like a big you problem because things are moving. I don't know about y'all, but a lot of people in the console era, PS2 games don't really work in PS3, and PS3 games definitely don't work in PS2 games. Like for the longest time, you always have to keep upgrading your devices to keep up with the new titles in games. Wuthering Waves is the future, like the graphics, the game and how it feels, etc. obviously requires more power. So you can't be sitting there with your old device asking for the game to work, even at like low stuff. I'm sorry, but it's just how it is. All right. So, but Genshin can work. Okay, that's good for Genshin, but for wuwa, because it's better than Genshin, it is. Graphics, everything. It's an updated version of Genshin. Yeah, and I would even suggest Genshin has more space, so that's a huge problem for some devices. Slash, apparently in 5.0, they're upgrading the graphics. So good luck again with Genshin 2. If that were to become a reality, which it should, because one of Genshin's biggest things is the beauty of the game, the graphics of the game. Well, if that's gonna be challenged in wuwa, because it is, wuwa, it looks better than Genshin. They're still beautiful in Genshin, but I feel like wuwa are better. Basically turning the comment section on their official account into a confessional. Currently sitting on an astonishing 54,000 comments. But what's the situation elsewhere? Oh, we are in here for a ride. All right, let's get on that ride, chat. Let's get on that ride. A simple search Wuthering Waves right now on Bilibili, Chinese YouTube, yields a dazzling amount of videos pointing out various problems with almost every aspect of Wuthering Waves. Most of them are gaining hundreds of thousands, even millions of views. This is surprising since it's only been a few days after the initial launch, without certain CCs acting as a filter for critical opinions. CN players are relentless in their dissing of the Wuthering Waves fiasco. The confessional and Genshin wuwa comparison videos. These type of videos mostly compare the two games from the overall experience down to the animation of climbing up the floors to express the disappointment in Curl's lack of attention to details and evaluate their view on Genshin. Okay. Well, what is this supposed to be? Like, look at the stairs, how they climb up the stairs. Well, Baiji's leg is still on that one. Like, she's just climbing up more steps than the Genshin character. Like, my nuts. She's training those legs. Yeah, exactly. Yo, chat, doesn't it happen to you? Like, sometimes you go 2 steps at a time, not just 1 step at a time. It's like when you're in a rush, like you just climb up 2 steps. Like, okay, what's the problem here? Like, what are they trying to show with this? Genshin uninstalled. See you, Genshin. Hope you like the role you played in the past 3 years. The uploader uninstalled Genshin, but said they downloaded it back in the comments after trying Wuthering Waves. Other comments are echoing the same sentiments. Okay. Okay, well, you'll notice this is obviously mobile. Yeah. This is mobile. So this is mobile. I'm sorry, but if this is on mobile and your mobile isn't up to date and isn't a strong device, I'm sorry, but that's just not how gaming works. Gaming, as in a new game releases with new higher requirements and graphics and stuff, you need to update your device. That's just gaming. Like, what? You want a PS5 game to work on a PS2? Like, what are you talking about? Critiquing the subpar plot of Wuthering Waves. Okay. And I don't just mean the beginning. CN players do not like any of the plot, spanning the entirety of the main story and Jian's story quest. Okay, so basically they're pissed off about Jian's story. Okay. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? Okay, this is like... Yo, chat, type 1 if you're like okay with the story. Type 2 if you're like, no! Like these guys are saying. Yes, details. Hey! Plot holes, like small plot holes in the characters and how they should behave. It's like, bro, I just want to play a good video game. Like, am I nuts? Like, what? What's that? 3, I skip. Hey! Like, what is the problem? CN is really sensitive. So it seems. Isn't the game still new? Going to have problems starting off? Yeah, well, exactly. That's also a big thing. It's like, bro, why not wait a bit? Like, why are we just like, that's it, it's over. She didn't suck my dick the first date. That's it, we're done. It's like, come on, man, wait. Like, play the fucking game, work it out. Wait till the developers do shit. It's like, god damn. Streamers losing their shit playing Wuthering Waves. Okay, what happened? Okay, this is interesting. I guess this is the juicy part. A lot of streamers who play the game, outside sponsored streamers, of course, were so extremely disappointed that they just broke down going through Wuthering Waves. Their reactions were recorded and touted as comedies to enjoy. CM players came up with the name Shit-Eating Watch Party for these kinds of videos. Holy bug. Okay, so... okay, why are they acting like this is like a Wuthering Waves only problem? The Witcher 3, a masterpiece of a video game, had insane bugs at launch. Like, there are always bugs. Launches are always rocky. Like, why are we making such a big deal out of this one? Like, what the fuckity fuck? Or maybe we're making a big deal out of this one because, oh my god, Genshin is looking bad now. And we gotta, like, make sure, like, the other one stains too. It's like, what the fuck? Bro, Cyberpunk was buggy, man. Like, let's not even talk about Cyberpunk. Like, Cyberpunk, like, that's like omega buggy game. But like, a lot of games like start off bad, but they end up like masterpieces like The Witcher 3. Hell, Genshin too. Analyzing the high revenue wuwa is making. Wuthering Waves launch only placed it around the 10th place max on the revenue ranking chart for mobile apps in China, while constantly dropping, which is painfully mediocre as even Tower Fantasy's launch placed it around 3 to 4th for a few days. Not to mention the game that like Star occupied the top place for 3 to 4 days straight during launch. Even after they gave out a free standard selector, they are still getting roasted relentlessly in the comment section at this very moment, demanding them to switch up their writers and optimize stuttering. The newest one has 17,000 comments already. Ironically, the comment sentiment is that Kuro didn't listen and they are playing dead. So for China, Wuthering Waves Kuro games are not responding. They're not doing the shit they are supposed to do. Okay. Funnily enough, there are already rumors that Kuro has changed some in-game lines and designs based on CN players' feedback. For example, a line that Yang said that was deemed disrespectful towards soldiers is removed, and it seems that Scar's design is altered because CN is sick of cock zipper for some reason. Okay, so in CN, this is already a reality. So censorship in China version of Wuthering Waves is already a reality. Also, PGR players said Kuro makes improvements after improvements, so I have faith in the devs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I do feel like people are just jumping the gun, and because of Genshin's existence, they are like so easy to say, oh, it's so easy for them to just talk all this shit. And of course, this isn't gacha gaming. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat. If it's gonna be toxic dumb fucks like this, stay in Genshin. Stay in fucking Genshin. Can't you wait? Let the creators breathe. Let them do shit. Like, stay in Genshin. Yeah, get the fuck out of my game, man. Get the fuck out. Am I crazy, chat? Yo, chat. Do we want people like these out here? Okay, I understand good critical people help communities. I really do. But this is feeling like they're giving you free shit like a 5-star and a 10 pull, something that Genshin gave you like only like not even 10% of, and y'all out here talking shit still. Because of the story. I don't care about the story. I want a good playable video game. The story is always secondary. Yes, it matters. Yes, it helps. But we don't care as much as we care about the fucking game. And guess what? Guess what shows that we don't care about it and we care about the game? This right here. This right here. Admittedly, game looks, data, and opinions cannot replace the official ones, but in our observation, the performance of Ming Chao in the first few days, which is Wuthering Waves I think in China, was actually quite good. The estimated recharge revenue of the mobile version has exceeded 100 million yuan in 4 days after its release. The game has its own official website recharge capability, and the revenue will only be underestimated. GameLook believes that the global revenue and guaranteed bottom line estimate of Ming Chao in the first week of its launch is also over 300 million yuan. So if we were to actually convert that shit from our man Sticks, so basically they already made 42 million USD, and this is given with all the freebies that have been given plus the 5-star selector. So we gave you a 5-star selector. We gave you all the free pulls, and they still made a whopping $42 million. Oh no, we're in danger, guys. We're in danger because this dude compared Genshin's stair climbing and got 243,000 views of Genshin stands probably be like, yeah, wuwa could never, man. Genshin all the way, man. And it's a male banner. My man, Jaku, yes. And this is in a male banner. We got Yinlin, we got Jinxie, we got, what's her name, Shanghai or something? We got all the new booba waifus coming. And we already made 40 mil. Like, I'm pretty sure those are gonna break more. So, you might try to do post booba, but I feel like we're cooking, we're doing nice. And you know what really matters? By the time those characters come, they will generate more hype for the game because the banners actually matter. A lot of people came to Honkai Star Rail when Acheron was revealed. So banners can bring new players. And when people see Yinlin, especially Yinlin, I feel like a lot of people will enter at Yinlin banner. And Jinxie and Shanghai later, yep. We're going to have more players. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And guess what's going to be happening by the time those characters come? Fixes. The game will be more accessible to more people. It's gonna be better quality. So what are y'all trying to do? I'm so confused. Well, we don't know anything about it because it's CN. We can talk about it outside the country, but CN doesn't care about our opinions. Well, nor should we care about them then, Shinigami. If CN isn't gonna care about our opinion, our feedback in the global community, well, we don't have to give a shit about them too. Why should I give a fuck about someone that doesn't give a fuck about me? I'm a simple man, Chad. I'm a simple person. You give a fuck, I give a fuck. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm just reciprocating. Don't be mad by me doing the same shit you're doing. Said it on Twitter before, CN will ruin wuwa. I wouldn't say so. Because PGR is carried more by the global community than the CN community. The problem here is Kuro Games want to attract the CN community as well because they are pretty big and they spend a lot of money. So they really would want to tap into the CN community 100%. And I do feel like they will. It's a matter of time. They will. These fixes will come and Genshin will keep fumbling the bag, which they kind of did. I will get on that more. But they did, and Genshin will keep fumbling the bag, and wuwa will just climb up smooth from there. 100%. I do feel like this is just bad publicity by pissed off people that just cannot log in, which is, I believe, a minority. If you're complaining about the story, sure, why not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can rewrite that shit or doing all again. Why not? They fixed the zipper for you guys. Sure, why not? That's culture. I'm not going to judge. They gave you guys all the fixes they could. They're working hard, but y'all aren't even appreciative enough of that shit. Y'all are quick. It hasn't been a week, and y'all are quick to doom post the game this bad. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all are literally pathetic. Guys, I'm talking to you. Genshin stands in China. I am. Like, goddamn. Jesus. There was also like this guy's Steamy Bun, something like the king of misinformation, a huge Hoyo shill, admittedly saying shit like, oh, well, the dev that was taking care of wuwa was laid off. Like, you know, they fired him as the game's release, like, so that they don't pay them more, etc. Like, that's Corpa 101. I don't even want to care. Like, that's you guys' problems in Kuro Games. That's not my problem as a consumer, right? Unless it's like something that's truly unethical, that's not my problem. Like, hey, Corpa shit happens everywhere in the planet. If we're gonna go down that route, you shouldn't wear the clothes you wear. You shouldn't use the phone you use. You shouldn't use the computer, because everything has been made by some form of unethical shit. All right. Like, if we're gonna like really break it down, fucking V kill the lizard, wuwa will succeed. And I do believe wholeheartedly that wuwa will succeed. Wuwa, I will give my review on it, like as in how it feels for me personally, and I will be as objective and as critical as I can. But I feel like it's a damn good game and it's moving in the right fucking path. And even though a lot of people are gonna disagree here, to me personally, wuwa had an amazing launch, and because of those speed bumps, I do feel like I'm in a better position being in the back seat of the car that is Wuthering Waves, heading towards a great path to be a great video game. That's me though. But what do you think? Do you think these Doom posters are correct? Do you think these Doom posters are good for the game all in all? Because the more critical feedback they give, the more the game can evolve and become better. So in that regard, I do feel like these Doom posters are good. Unfortunately, some of them are just blatant out stupid and sometimes pure misinformation just for the sake of trying to make a good product made by good developers that are trying mad hard to have a good relationship with us, the players. Fall. That's just beyond me. It's like, bro, I'm gonna close it off with this. This is the true definition of, if you take a fly to a clean castle, it will go back to the pile of shit it knows and loves. That's basically what we're seeing here. So if people want to go back to Genshin, y'all can go back to Genshin. I'd love to go back to Genshin, but fix some shit first. And ain't nothing changed over there, man. And as someone that can play wuwa, yeah, I'm not coming back there anytime soon. Like, y'all fix that shit and I'll go back. So like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.